Hi everyone, it's Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today I have some rustic DIYs for you and I have a bonus at the end. So hopefully you stay tuned for that. All right, so this first one is so darling and my footage is looking a little fuzzy. Oh my goodness, I hope it doesn't look that way to you guys. Anyway, sorry. So these little wood chips I got from Hobby Lobby, they always have this wood pile brand at 40% off like every other week or something. So it's a really good deal. You get a lot of them. Anyways, I'm shaping it like a carrot as best as I can. And it's 2 layers. I got this idea off of Pinterest. I saw a lot of them. So this is not my original idea. However, you always put your own spin on things. Anyway, I am taking a mixture of Tuscan red and just a yellow color to get this rustic-y looking orange. And of course, I'm just going to go through and paint all the wood chips. And then I'm going to take, I believe this is sheepskin. And I'm going to do a little distressing. After I distress with the sheepskin, then I will distress also with the color Truffle I think it's Truffle by Waverly. Yeah. And that way, I don't know. Again, I was going for very rustic with these last Easter DIYs for myself. So I wanted to get this out there. And now I'm going to use this sign from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just taking off, all the stuff in the back. I'm going to use the back side of the sign, but I wanted to get all these pieces off, and then you can cover the back however you'd like, paper or paint it or whatever. But the back side is all smooth. So look how cute those little feet are. All right, so we're going to paint this in that same color. I believe it is Milk Jug. It's either Milk Jug or Sheepskin by Folk Art. I apologize. I don't know. I'm hoping this isn't blurry for you guys. Hopefully it's just in my editing software. Anyway, so I painted that. And I have just a little variety of some greeneries here that I am going to mix together and make the carrot top. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of going through, seeing what combination I like and how I want to put them together. And I think looks really good when you mix different greeneries together. Okay, so I'm just hot gluing these down. I use Gorilla Hot Glue sticks, and they work really well for me. So that's what I did there. And now I'm just going to line these up. I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm kind of angling them out a little bit just to give the appearance of a carrot shape. And then we're just going to hot glue these down, and then we have a second layer going on top, which is 3, 2, 1, and they'll be kind of staggered in between the ones that are on the bottom, as you'll see. And yeah, that's what we're going to do here. And then all that's left after this is I'm going to make, oh my gosh, the cutest bow ever. Well, not really, but a very cute bow. Just using some burlap from a burlap roll that I think I got at Walmart a long time ago. And then a couple different kinds of ribbons. So you'll see me put that together. And then the final step is at the bottom of this sign. And I'll be back in a moment to go over that with you. Okay, so yeah, that little bow is so cute. And I've got a little wooden bucket, oh my gosh, button that I'm going to put in the middle. And that will finish that part of it. And then at the bottom, because the sign was a little long, you could always cut it off. But instead, I thought it would look really cute just to wrap a little bit of twine rope around it a few times. And that just finishes it off. And again, you can cover the back. I think I forgot. I probably need to go back and do that. I do usually like to do that. But that is it. I think it turned out really cute. Again, my inspiration was from Pinterest. So you'll have to let me know what you think about it. All right. If you are new here, my name is Mary Beth, and I love to do all different types of DIYs. I love farmhouse and rustic and shabby chic, and thrift flips are my favorites to do. So if you're interested in any of that, I would invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always supporting my channel. It means so much to me. So thank you. And do not forget to hit the like button. That really does help my channel. So thank you for that. All right. So I've got this bucket from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint that same color I've been using, the sheepskin. I think it is sheepskin. Or milk jug. Actually, no, I think it's milk jug. Oh my gosh. One of the two. Anyway, and so this candlestick was a thrifted candlestick from a while ago. And you can see I had already painted it and distressed it, but I just repainted it to make sure it matches. And now I have these little plastic eggs from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to hot glue them together. I'm just using 3 smaller ones and then 2 larger ones. And we're going to use that same color, and we're going to paint them. And then for the 2 larger ones, here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take those buttons, and I am going to just cover the entire egg with different wooden buttons, different shades of the wood, different sizes, different shapes. So I thought that turned out so, so cute. Just be careful to keep a hole at the bottom of your egg open, because you're going to want to put a skewer in it, because we're going to be putting this into an arrangement. So as you can see, here we go. We're just going to continue doing this. And oh my goodness, so darling, is it not? And then there you go. You can see the bottom. I wanted to keep that hole open for that purpose. Again, just to make sure you can get that skewer in there like so. All right, so for the next one, of course, I painted it just because I didn't want any of the pink to show through. I have this like cotton twine, and I had braided this a long time ago, and I was like, what? I think I was going to use it for some other project. Didn't work out. And so I thought, well, it'll work perfect for this. So again, do not cover that hole. So you want to start around the hole and go round and round and round all the way around the egg. Very easy. As a matter of fact, this is way easier than wrapping twine, just a single thread of twine, in my opinion, just because it's thicker and you have more to hold on, you know. So yeah, do that all the way around, and it turns out so, so cute. I think it turns out really cute anyways. And again, we'll put a skewer on it. I did put some hot glue on the end of the skewers before I put them in the eggs. So for the 3 eggs that are left, the 3 remaining ones, we're going to get to those here in a second. Oh, yeah, just once you're done here, I just was showing, you know, don't burn yourself. Just kind of stuff it around in the middle, and it should be good. There you go. Easy peasy. All right, so these remaining eggs, those 3 that are a little bit smaller, we are just going to splatter some paint on them. I think I used truffle. And yeah, make sure with your paintbrush, when you're ready to use your finger to splatter, you flick your finger, I hope I show this okay, towards you. See, like that. Because that's how it's going to go forward onto whatever it is you're trying to splatter. Okay, so make sure you do it that way. Otherwise, you're going to get it all over yourself. And then I did end up painting these bamboo skewers that we're going to use. And I just used the same truffle. Okay, so now I'm going to distress. And I believe I'm using, I have a mixture of some antique wax with a little bit of black paint in it. it was almost out. And so on a different DIY, I mixed that up. And that is what I'm going to use to distress the candlestick and that bucket that we painted. So we're just going to distress that up real quick. It's going to be so super cute. And that is done with those pieces. There's so many pieces to all these DIYs, but that's what makes it fun for me. I like doing lots of different things. Just thinking outside the box as much as I can. If you hear any yelling, we are watching the Creighton game. It's part of the March Madness, the Elite Eight, and our team is Creighton Blue Jays. And oh my gosh, there's only 33 seconds left, and we're behind by 2, and this would get us to the final 4. So my husband's up there yelling. So if you do hear that, I'm sorry, but oh my gosh, I hope we can win. We have 33 seconds left. Oh my goodness. All right, so this cute little bunny that, it came on this, apparently that's a wreath builder thing. I didn't know that. So I got a couple of these from the Dollar Tree, but I'm just going to use one, and I'm going to use that mixture, the antique wax mixed with some water and black paint. And we're just going to paint this and then wipe off the paint. So like a faux stain, and it's just so super cute. And that is going to go on front of our bucket. We also are going to put a cute little pom-pom on him. And the yarn I used, I didn't show how to make the pom-pom, but it's very simple. And I know recently in one of my videos I made one. So anyway, one of my Easter videos this season. But look, that yarn is so textured and so cute. And it's a dark gray. I just thought it was so cute. So that's what we used for the pom-pom on his bum. And then we're just going to hot glue him over that seam. I'm putting in a couple of these styrofoam ring things or circles that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And yeah, we're going to hot glue the bunny. And then we're just going to add some greenery, our eggs, and some Spanish moss. And I think we put a little twine bow on the bunny. And this, my friends, completes this project. It's so cute. Okay, so just putting it all together. Now, I did not glue it on my candlestick. That bucket fit very nicely. And that way, if I ever want to use the candlestick for something else, I can do so. Okay, so here we are with the next DIY. And I'm just taking this egg, this large egg sign from the Dollar Tree. And I use this method all the time. I spritz it really, really good. Put paper towels over it and make sure to spritz around the edges really well too. And it just really makes it easy to get that paper up. So that is what I did. And you just take your little scraper and boom, boom, boom. It is going to just, there you go. Just kind of comes up pretty easily. All right, so I'm going to use this wallpaper stuff from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to attach it to the egg. Easy enough. Just remove it and take your time, and this stuff was really easy to work with. Actually, if you can believe it, I think this was the first time I ever used it. And then I'm just going to take my little X-Acto knife and cut around the edges to get rid of that. Now, I'm not too concerned how super perfect I am here. I mean, I tried, but I'm going to wrap some twine around the edge of the egg anyway, and I'm going to distress it. But I do sand to get, any little bits that are left there. And you'll see that in a moment where I distress it and put twine around it. However, we're also going to prepare this adorable bunny. So we're just going to take off, again, all the little bits that we don't need, like its little paws and little feet and bow and all that. And we're going to use the back side. So it's not going to have those feet. It's just going to be that shape right there. And yeah, now we're going to use one of these stick-on tile things and adhere it to this bunny. It's going to be so cute and have a lot of texture. So we're going to do that. I did use Mod Podge because I found that, at least when I've been using these tiles, they just are not sticking the best for me. So I do go ahead and use Mod Podge to do that. And then it works great. I've had no issues there. I mean, you could use a little hot glue around the edges and stuff too if you wanted to, or if you needed to. And again, I'm just going to cut around it and the best I can, or you could use the X-Acto knife. And then we're going to take, don't worry about those ears. We're going to cover them as well. I just used some scrap pieces, and you really can't tell that the design doesn't match perfectly, especially after we're done painting. And look, I didn't even get it on there perfectly, but again, it won't matter because we're going to take that same milk jug paint, go all over this bunny. You won't even be able to tell that little boo-boo I had. And then we're going to use some Distress Oxide. I believe this is either Vintage Photo or Walnut Stain, one of those two colors. And yeah, we're going to go around the egg, kind of inside the egg a little bit as well. And then we're going to go all over this bunny. Now, when I first did this, I felt like I distressed it too heavily. But again, I mean, it's a personal preference. So I went over it a little bit more with that milk jug. I didn't show you that, but I did after I think I put it all together. Now, I'm going to take one of these nautical ropes and I'm going to split them up. It's like 4 strands. So I take 2 strands to go around the bunny. And then I can't remember if I did 1 or 2 strands around the egg. I think I may have only done 1. Regardless, I put twine around both. Yeah, I think I just do 1 strand. You can see there's 2 left and I'm just going to use 1. So it's a little bit thinner around the egg. I guess I just didn't want it to be too bulky, All right. And look how cute. And then I noticed, you know what? We need to paint the back of this bunny. So I just put, because not a lot of it's going to show, but some of it's going to show. So I did just quickly paint the back with that milk jug. And then we're just going to use this Gorilla Clear Gel. I love this stuff. I know everybody, glue is a personal preference, but personally, I do not like E6000. The smell, I don't know why. It just makes me feel a little ill. So for me, the Gorilla Clear Gel, I mean, it still has a smell, but it's not nearly as strong in my opinion. So that's why, and I think it works really, really good. So I do like it, and it dries a lot faster. Anyway, all right, so I'm putting together a bow. I am not the best, but I'm showing you because I usually don't on my videos, but I'm just making loops. Going around making some loops. I think I just did 4. That was pretty easy. And then I'll just tie this together with some twine. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this. Now, this is wired ribbon that I'm using right now. But I'm going to use some ribbon that is not wired. You can see right here. It's kind of that cream colored, and I'm just going to make a simple bow and tie it right on. And then the next step is, yes, these tulips. Aren't they pretty? I had gotten these last year, I believe, and probably on sale. Always on sale. I mean, I never pay full price. Anyway, I think these came from Michael's, if I remember correctly. Anyway, yeah, I'm almost positive. Okay, so I just arranged them, 5 different tulips, and I like those big leaves. I think they're pretty. And I put my bow on. You can see I did brighten up the bunny a little bit. I just added a little bit more of that milk jug paint. And of course, I got to use a wooden button. For some reason, I'm into these wooden buttons. And I'm putting it in the middle and did a little bow between his ears and put a little button there as well. And oh my gosh, I think it turned out so cute. Got to fix those little ends of the ribbon. And that is it, my friends. What do you think? I hope you like it. So cute. Man, my video is, when I was editing, it was not blurry. It's all of a sudden when I'm doing my voiceover. So I'm hoping by the time it gets to YouTube, it's fine. And if it's not, I apologize. And thank you for bearing with me. All right, so I got this box on sale from Michael's. It was normally, you can't see if it's blurry, but $9.99. I'm sure I got it like 50% off. And then this little garland of plastic eggs from the Dollar Tree. Now I had to cut the little twine that's on a little string that's on there and pull a few of them off. I think I just had to pull like maybe 3 or so. Retie it because I wanted it to fit inside the box, and it's like a little egg wreath. This is really easy to do, but I thought it was so cute. Oh, and we're at the bonus DIY after this, okay? After this is a little bonus DIY. All right, so we're going to take that same color. You can tell I'm kind of going with a theme here. And we are going to paint these eggs. Super easy to do. Just go around painting them. Be careful. You may not want to use a heat gun. These are really soft plastic, and it might melt them. So I just let them dry. All right, so I'm going to mix my antique wax with a little bit of black paint, which is something I do all the time. I've been doing this for a long time, mixing these, because it's what I prefer. You could leave it natural. You could just use the antique wax, whatever. But what we're going to do after we put the antique wax and black mixture paint all over this box, I am going to take that milk jug and I'm going to heavily distress. I debated about doing anything. But in the end, I am glad I did it. As I was doing it, I was very nervous. I'm not going to lie. But I think it did turn out. I really, really actually like this piece a lot. So I hope you do too. There's my eggs. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but we just did the splatter the same way that we did earlier in an earlier DIY. And look how cute they turned out. And it doesn't matter if they're not perfect. I mean, it's just splatter, right? So... But I will say this, I did need to hot glue a couple of them together just to keep the form, kind of keep it in shape while I'm working with it. And that seemed to work really, really well. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a bow for this thing. Oh, nope. First, I apologize. First, we're going to heavily distress this box. Then we're going to make a bow. Okay, so that same ribbon, it's not wired ribbon. I got this so long ago, I couldn't even tell you where I got it. I think Tuesday morning, years ago, because I don't even have a Tuesday morning anymore. We used to have 3 of them here in Omaha. We have none. Unbelievable. That all happened, I think, during the pandemic. They closed down a bunch. Anyway, I miss that store. However, it doesn't matter. Here we go. This ribbon is really old. And yeah, so I just make a very simple bow. I did want the tails to be long on it. Not this long. I did leave them too long. So I'll trim them up. And then that little lace bow, and that lace is from the Dollar Tree. And kind of a little shabbiness to this rustic piece. And there's my heavily distressed. See, I think it looks good. What do you guys think with the box? I do think it turned out nice. I think it would have looked good either way. And this box, I believe, is sold all the time at Michael's. And again, keep an eye out because a lot of times they'll have this stuff half off or whatever. So, okay. And then we are going to hot glue those eggs down. I didn't even have to hot glue all the way around, just a few spots here and there to keep it down. And that was it for this one. How super cute. I really liked how this one turned out. This one is probably my favorite, or the carrot, the first one. Oh my gosh, there's a wooden button again. Total theme going on here. I really want to know which one is your favorite of these 4 rustic DIYs. Now, the 5th DIY, I'm calling it a bonus because it's not rustic. It's more of a cutesy, but I didn't have time to do a whole nother video of cutesy DIYs because I'm moving on to spring and summer. So these cute little bunny banners, the bunny banner from the Dollar Tree, I'm using it as a template. And so I'm just taking this fabric I've had for a long time. It's from Walmart. And I am going to trace around the bunny. And then when I cut this out, I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch around. Well, actually, I'm sorry. When I draw around it, it's about 1/4 of an inch larger than the bunny. So that'll give me a little bit of a seam. And then I'm going to cut it out. I don't sew it. I just hot glue around the little bunny. And as you can see here, the first thing I did, I kind of made a mistake. I started hot gluing around with the right sides facing each other, but then I took that apart and hot glued with the right sides opposite of each other because it was too hard to turn inside out with those ears and stuff for me. I just was having a hard time. So that's what I did. I don't show me redoing that, but anyway, I hot glued the pieces together, and then you can just take your filling, whatever you're using, and stuff it. And then I wasn't too worried about the seams because I'm going to trim it out with some pretty yarn. And yeah, going to stuff this, trim it out. And then I'm going to work on a frame that I got from the thrift store. It's kind of a cream color, but I do paint it white since this bunny has white in the fabric and the yarn is like that chenille white yarn that you can get at Dollar Tree. And there you go. I'm just going to go around and do that all the way around. So what is everybody up to this weekend? It's already Sunday. Oh, by the way, we did not win. We are not moving on to the Final Four. I'm pretty upset about that. But go Creighton Blue Jays. Proud of them for making it as far as they did. Not that anyone watching this really cares unless you're from Omaha, Nebraska. All right. Oh, I forgot about the cuteness here. Look at this. Pom-pom trim. Gonna go around his little neck with the pom-pom trim. So super cute. And then we're going to put a little cotton ball on his bum for his little tail. He's so cute. I know my little granddaughters are just going to love this little DIY. I wanted to make, like I said, I wanted to make a whole video of just kind of cutesy Easter items, but I just didn't have time. There's never enough time. I feel like this after fall, Christmas, I'm starting fall super early because there's just never enough time. I always run into that. All right, so there's his little tail. So cute. Okay, there's the frame, the picture and everything I got from I believe, the Goodwill. I know, I'm hoping this is not blurry. For me, it is during my voiceover. Very irritating. So I'm going to paint it white, just freshen it up. And then the cardboard that was in the frame, I'm just taking a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought would look good against this fabric. I wanted it to be a totally different color. I wanted the rabbit to pop or the bunny to pop. See, look how cute. And all I'm going to do is hot glue this bunny on, and that is it. And I'm telling you, I just think it's adorable. You could do a cute little bow, whatever you want. I kept it real simple, but I thought it was sweet. And you know, I can always remove the bunny and remove the hot glue off that glass. Not a problem. And use this frame for another DIY. Easy peasy. All right, what did you guys think? Here's your final reveal. I hope you like everything. And you'll have to let me know which one is your favorite. My upcoming videos, I believe I'm going to be doing a video next weekend, the 1st, I think, and maybe sooner if I can. So anyway, stay tuned. Have your little bell clicked so that you get notified anytime I put a new video up. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.